Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson? I mean, seriously, I don't know about you, but my mind went there. I don't know, it's probably me. I know it's a basketball player, but just, it's probably me. Hi fellow Disney Plus watchers, this is Thoughts After a Disney Plus Watch, where we review everything new Disney Plus coming out, and I'm glad you're watching the channel that's all about Disney Plus movies and TV shows. So just fair warning here before we start, I do want to discuss spoilers for Doogie Kamealoha episode 4 to really do it justice, so you can press that watch later button if you haven't seen it yet. Still here? Let's go for it. So this episode is essentially about Lahela trying to get on her boyfriend's Instagram, so that she finds out how serious this relationship actually is. Because what other way is there to make a relationship official these days? That's right, posting an image on socials showing to the world, hey, we are together, hey, it's God, this generation. Okay, but well, that is what Doogie wants to accomplish. So Stephanie sees it as an opportunity to get closer to Lahela's brother, because that is still a running thread that goes on in this show. So her and Doogie get on a double date, but it doesn't end so well, as Walter suffers from appendicitis, so Doogie brings him to the hospital. All her colleagues are really busy, so Lahela needs to do the operation herself. And pause. This is a great idea, making a surgery very personal for Lahela. I mean, we talked about how Doogie's patients are always people she learns her life lessons from, in a way, in any way, shape, or form. Like, every week we see Lahela get something of a realization, insight, or whatever from what the patient has to say. Sometimes they inspire her, sometimes they make her realize she was wrong about something, stuff like that. And this week it serves a purpose too, but quite after the fact. As we learn by the end of the episode, Walter is intimidated and a bit ashamed of how helpless he was in the hands of Lahela, and I do wish we got to see more of that in the heat of the moment. As this episode suddenly skips over the operation, we see Doogie comforting Walter and saying to him, I got this, you're with me, right before the operation. And boom, very next scene, Walter is fine and watching TV and resting. I know, this show is as kid-friendly as a hospital show can be, so I can see why they played it like this, but it's still somewhat of a missed opportunity, I believe. I know we are probably never gonna see the belly of the patients wide open, see all the blood and gory stuff, but that's not even what I'm looking for here. As far as I can tell, this is the most personal related patient she got in this show so far. Why not have her really sweating it out, seeing how she almost loses him, maybe something goes wrong, I don't know. Now the fact that Lahela is performing a serious surgery with lots of risk involved, that is a big deal. Now it's just taken care of after a few scenes, and it's happening off screen, and I think that is a missed opportunity, but okay. And what follows is something we have seen before, lots of times. I mean, I'm enjoying watching Doogie be completely clueless about the relationship. It's good that we see them struggle to come together, but it might get a little repetitive after a while, and Walter is really starting to become an unlikable character to me. I mean, it's a good thing that the show doesn't make the relationship easy on them, but yeah, Walter really starts to come across as someone who just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. He literally answers to Lahela when she invites him to go somewhere together after his surgery. I'm watching this. So not interested in anything. He's interrupting her and literally says the thing that is most rude. I'm watching this. What a jerk. And maybe this is what they want. This is what the writers want us to feel, like this guy is a jerk because there's some secret about him, something about him. I don't know, but so far, And at the end, we get the sweet resolution that Walter just was ashamed about his whole surgery, and then we go, ah, so he is really sweet. But he's still acting as a jerk most of the time, so let's just say I'm curious for how long we'll still give this guy the benefit of the doubt. The other storyline we follow is of course Clara and her struggle to balance work and family life. Now this is the part of the episode I enjoyed the most. She was really torn and conflicted about her decisions, and I felt that Kathleen Rose Perkins really plays the part with energy. You know, I enjoyed that her character went from being, I'm all about work, and now I'm all about my kids, and that in the end she realizes, what is best for me? I want to try to make a change at work, I want to be there for my kids, I want to give to the world, but hey, let's take a step back and think about what's in it for me, what makes me happy. I thought the episode did quite a well enough job of building that up. Although, once again, I'm starting to feel like I'm a little bit thrown off at how preachy some of the final scenes get. The writing in the show tends to get a little too obvious. Of course, I'm talking about we're strong, smart ladies, and we don't have to apologize for that. And sometimes the things that make you different, you worry you won't fit in, and you hide your true talents, and just the way it's all given to us on a platter. It's like every week we get this final scene where Lahela is talking to the camera, and to me it's always too much. It's always too much. Some of these, let's call them character resolutions, I really want to see them rather than hear about them in a breaking the fourth wall kind of Skype moment, you know, video chat moment. It's a bit easy, it's a bit cheap. This was the first episode though where there is a scene where I really laughed. Come on, man, that scene with Randall Park as the chief and Magic Johnson. Act frozen, is he gone? You know, the whole scene, just brilliant comedy. Overall, a decent episode. Clara's storyline was definitely more engaging to me. Lahela and Walter was a bit of a wasted opportunity in my opinion. I enjoyed Doogie forced to leave her brilliance at the doorstep. The escape room was a perfect place, if you think about it, to test Doogie on if she can do this, to make her try and have fun with friends and still be in this riddles and puzzles situation where she's tempted to put her mind to use, and I liked how things played out overall, but man, Walter is really starting to become an unlikable character. But let's see how that goes. I'm thinking about wrapping this up. Thank you so much for watching. I'm curious, what did you think of this episode? Be sure to let me know in the comment section. Don't forget, if you enjoy the idea of discussing Disney Plus content with us, that red button looks familiar, right? And if you're interested in thoughts on previous episodes, it's all in the description, or you can browse the channel page. Did you like this video? Then be sure to consider giving that a click. Thanks. I'll be back today with Marvel's What If, and my thoughts on Turner and Hooch episode 11 are already on my channel if you like. For now, have a wonderful day and see ya.